Hello all, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you joining in, especially amidst this whole thing that's going on, guys. A lot of Y2K talk going around. Don't let that distract you from the fact that the Seattle Seahawks didn't run the ball.
Pass is intercepted at the goal line.
In all seriousness, guys, I did have a lot of stuff planned for the trucks. Utility truck, the white F-150 XL, the STI back in there, but it's been Murphy's Law out here. Today, we are going to work on the Tiguan because there is a nail or something going on in the tire that's causing it to lose air and causing the sensors on the gauge clutch to go crazy. So we're gonna get that addressed, guys. I'm gonna show you how to patch up a tire from a nail or whatever it may be. Fairly simple process, guys, but I figured I might also get something out to you in the meantime while we wait for my things to be delivered. Anywho, let's go ahead and focus on the task at hand. And first things first, guys, we want to go ahead and remove the tire. Tiguan wheel has been patched up. I'm sorry I didn't take you guys with me step by step, but it's pretty self-explanatory and pretty straightforward. So obviously what we did first is we raised up the vehicle so that we could remove this wheel, because it's a lot easier when the wheel is off to identify the issue, the nail, whatever it is that's causing you to leak air. It's a lot easier. Now for us finding the culprit, in this case, this little tiny screw, we just kept moving the wheel until we saw something that shouldn't be there. It was easier for us, but if you're struggling to find the screw or nail, whatever it is, what I did to identify the leak, I kind of showed it earlier there, is I got some water and I mixed it in a little cup with some dishwasher soap. You mix it up a little bit and then you just lather it onto the tire. Now that's what we did when we found the little tiny culprit. I put on the soapy water. You could easily see that the soap was starting to form a lot of bubbles because of the air that was escaping. Just dishwasher soap, guys, and water. Mix that up nicely and you will identify those leaks fairly easy. Let's move on to the kit that I use. Now this kit can be bought at pretty much any local automotive store. This is the one that I had lying around. I was actually down to my last plug here. So the way you want to use this is after you have identified the culprit and you removed it, you want to use this tool over here to pretty much puncture in the hole and try to clean it up. Hence why it has these jagged edges, guys. That is used to clean off any other things that might be in the way before we put on the plug. Mind you will be losing a lot of air, especially if you have a big nail or screw that caused it. But that's okay. You'll just have to refill it up later. So once you have cleaned up the air hole with the tool provided, we're going to go ahead and grab one of these plugs and grab this handle. You're going to want to grab the plug and stuff it through that little hole right there. So this is going to slide right through in the middle. Just, come on, get loose, dude. Just like that. It's going to be plugged up right in the middle. Now once you have the plug through the handle, you want to go ahead and insert this into the air hole in your tire, roughly around here, or at least until you have just a small amount portraying out of the tire of the plug. Then you want to rapidly remove the tool, not in a twisting motion, but just rapidly remove it. The plug will stay in place, and then lastly you'll need a blade to cut off the excess amount, and you're good. Oh yeah, one last thing, guys. It does come with this rubber cement. Now, I use this sometimes, not really often, that's why it's almost full, but if you would like to do this the proper way, following the instructions like a little normie you are, then you want to go ahead and dab a little bit of this, just lather this a little bit onto the plug and repeat the same steps that I just told you. But instead, now your plug is lubricated. I told you guys, straightforward process, not super difficult. Probably takes you around 20 to 30 minutes to do. Most of that time is just jacking the car up and removing the tire. But that's it, guys. Pretty easy and self-explanatory. Now, moving on to the channel updates, guys. As I said before, we do have some stuff coming in for the F-150, the construction truck. This is the truck that generates me money. So I have to treat it right, because I kind of have to. But we got stuff coming in for that. STI tucked up back in there. Oh, right there. No, right there. There you go. Major stuff coming in for the F-150, guys. The XL, not this one. My XL, the white one. Even though this is an XL too, so I guess the white F-150. Big stuff coming in for that one, so be sure to subscribe, guys. That is going to do it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed this one, and I hope you guys learned something. Don't go to the tire shop. Don't buy a new tire. Unless you absolutely have to, then yes, buy a new tire. But if it's you got a good tread on your tire, it's still good to go, then patch it up.